action actually is a very, very misunderstood topic because I know in the early days when I was just, focus, stay positive all the time and ignore anything going on negative and whatever, I was a massive action person. And while I still am a massive action person today, I understand something very important. See, there's two types of action. There's physical action, which we all know about, but there's also mental action, okay? And actually, mental action is the most powerful form of action there is, because you will not perform physically what you do not perform mentally. And you may say, well, I do stuff physically that I've never thought of doing mentally. At night, when you're asleep, your conscious mind is asleep, and all the contemplation and thinking and rambling that it's done during the day is processed by your subconscious at night. So I submit to you, if you truly, truly understand the workings of the mind, you will never do anything physically. You will never perform anything physically that you have not performed in mind first. Okay? That is universal law. That is a precept. It is impossible. Okay? And so mental action and rehearsing mental action is critically important. You've heard these studies, you've heard these things about athletes that physically, that mentally practiced an activity of their sport and then performed better. There's a great study that was done by, they took, I forget how many people it was, but let's say 30 athletes, 10, 10, and 10, and they had 10, they were basketball players, they had 10 of them do nothing for 30 days. 10 of them practice, I think it was 250 free throws a day for those 30 days physically. And then the other third practicing mentally 253 free throws. And when they came back and tested them at the end of the 30-day period, they found out that the ones who hadn't practiced actually had decreased in their free throw percentage by about 3 to 5%. The ones who had practiced every single day 250 free throws mentally had improved their free throw scores by about 4 or 5%. Interestingly, the ones who had rehearsed and practiced mentally their free throws, mentally only, had improved their free throws by over 10%. Okay? Because mentally you can practice perfectly where, physically you can't. And so mental action is the key. I'm not saying you don't take physical action. What I'm saying is that by taking control of your mind, which this program teaches you, the Automatic Riches Success System, and my seminars, everything I teach is geared on taking control of your mind, directing your mind and thoughts on purpose, and directing your imagination on purpose, okay? I'm not saying you don't take action. The byproduct is action, okay? And so what we're talking about here is, mental action leads to physical action, okay? And so when you've practiced and rehearsed and you're continually directing your mind on purpose, doing the things that you desire to do and achieve and have, then the physical action follows naturally. And I still do teach massive action, okay? But when when you've been communicating effectively with your subconscious and you've been directing it on purpose, all of a sudden you find that you have flashes of inspiration. Call it intuition, call it inspiration, call it whatever you want. But see, the subconscious, who wants to give you what you want, right? It starts communicating back to you. And when you receive those hunches, those inspirations, take action. Action. Take immediate action, massive action. See, the universe loves speed. You think the universe wants it slow? No, the universe wants to give you everything. God wants to give you everything that you desire. And like this, you're the one that stands in your own way. Okay? So when you hear those intuitions, get those hunches, act. Act immediately. Take immediate, massive action. And that's what we teach people how to do. How to take the inspiration that they receive from their subconscious, from universal source, and put it into action immediately, okay? And there's a process for doing that. We teach it in all the programs. We teach it in the Automatic Richer Success System. We teach it in the coaching program, okay? A methodology by which you come to understand what is the important actions that you need to take, and you take consistent action every single day on the key things that you need to do to achieve your dreams and goals. Because most people spend most of their time taking action on what's not important. That's the difference between being busy and being productive. A person who's productive spends most of their time on the important things that will get them daily closer to what it is that they desire to achieve and attain in life, while the other person spends their time piddling around doing all the easy, inane things that really don't have to be done. So action is important, action is the key, but mental action comes before physical action. And when you do, then the physical action really becomes joyful, simple, and easy, and leads right smack dab to the achievement of the dreams and goals.